So welcome back. This is for Art 30B students only. Okay, so I added a color, and I put it behind the shapes because I thought it would look a lot nicer. Um, and it's better to have, some color, but it really does depend on your design. Okay, so we're going to, first things first, rename this layer, the first layer that we worked on, as a working layer, or I'm going to call it original. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this, so I'm going to click and then drag towards the bottom, and I'm going to toggle this. I'm going to turn it invisible, the first original, I mean not the first original, actually the original. Okay, and it's going to say original copy, so that's the copy layer, and I'm going to also call it merge. Okay, so merge layer, we're going to do some interesting things to create your swatch. Okay, so let's select this one and make sure you expand appearance. I already have shapes. I don't have any lines. This is only for if your design has lines in that. So you can always go to path and outline stroke if you want to do that. So let's do that first. And next we're going to do some fun things. Okay, and let's pick a color that's going to be a little out there. Let's do yellow. Okay, and I'm going to create a square. Make sure it's these settings 500 by 500, 500, and 1000 by 1000. So that's the shape. Make sure it fits exactly within the artboard. Okay, and now we're going to create another one. And my computer is being a little slow right now. There you go. And I'm going to make it a darker color. So let's choose this one. Let's do orange. Okay. And this one we're going to send to back. So right click, arrange, and send to back. Okay. Let's select, make sure this is selected, shift on your keyboard and select the front square. Now we're going to go to Pathfinder. Pathfinder, you can find it on your properties panel, but I like to just bring it out because there's a lot of options you can use on the Pathfinder. And sometimes it's going to hide away. So there you go. And we're going to click on the second one, minus front, just to get rid of that. We're going to create a sort of a frame. Okay, and next step, it says after you expanded your shapes, turn this into shapes, we're going to select and we're going to go to merged. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we merged it. So basically the orange merged with the cornered areas right here. Okay, and let's delete that, but make sure you ungroup everything because sometimes it groups again. Select your frame and delete it. So now you have your pattern. And also notice how this right here on Neptune, you're going to have some issues. So what you can do is go back to your original settings and try to figure out what went wrong with this. Like why did the transparency did not work here, but it worked here. So try to figure out what happened. But for right now, we're going to not worry about it because we don't have a lot of time left. But that's something you have to think ahead of. Okay. And also, I might have to go back and switch these around too. I'm not really happy with how they're placed. But for right now, let's just pretend it's a perfect swatch to work in. Okay, so this is your merge layer. And the reason I'm setting up everything like this is so you can send this to your clients, send it to a company. This is what they want to see. This is what they can work with. So this is like a very professional setting to do if you want to send it to a place that wants to create your patterns or print your patterns on items. Okay, so this one is going to be swatches or repeats. So let's do tiled layers. So let's click on tiled and let's go back to merged. Okay, so merged, you're going to have to select all of your shapes, go to Windows and swatches. You can't really swatch, bring it out here. It's going to be a lot harder to bring your swatches in. So once you have your swatches open, select, click, and drag into here. Now you have your pattern. It's, you know, this requires more steps, but it also helps you, you know, not crash your computer, because the other one does crash your computer. It takes a lot of memory. Also, this is a really good way to set up your files for clients. You can't do that with the other pattern. So this is for a more professional setting. Okay, so now you have your pattern here. Okay, let's deselect. Oh, I think my computer's freezing right now. It doesn't really work well with my screencast. So let me just, yes. I'm gonna have to pause for a second. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm back. Sorry about that, I had to restart. Okay, so now you have your tile. This is just for you know, a preview. So I'm going to create, make sure you have this selected. Okay, there you go, and then select your images, and this is how it's going to show. Again, if you want a smaller version, you're going to have to adjust that appropriately. So let's go to stroke. And let's get rid of it. We don't need a stroke. Okay, because that does get in the way. All right, that looks good. You can have, let's see, ellipse tool, polygon. So you can create whatever shape you want if you want to create a nice organic shape. So let's do a nice organic shape. You can create your patterns out of this. Okay, and again, you can always drag and drop on your shape to select your pattern. The only drawback with this is you're not able to shrink down your patterns like we did last time, but again, this is very consistent. I think it's a lot easier to handle and to change. All right, I think that's it for now, and don't forget to set up your layers, go to File, Save As, and I'm going to put this on the desktop, Save As, Desktop, and I'm going to name it Pattern 1 Project. And then if you want to give it like a little extra title, like if it's stars or flowers, you can do that. So I'm just going to go planets. And also have your name, R30B, and just save it like this. And then we're just going to save it as an AFI. I usually let you guys know not to do that. If you want to save a JPEG, only do it with the merged. But again, I just want to see the AI file. Okay, so then save, and that's where you're going to be turning in for your project. If you want to do a JPEG, be my guest. Okay, and that's it for now. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions, please let me know as soon as possible. All right, good luck and have fun. All right, bye.